What's up everyone? Tabasa back with another video. Today we have another entry. Oh, I'm treating you guys special with this constant stream of entries, am I right? Today I want to show this drawing though of Gyro Zappelli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run. This was just a sketch that I did when I was really bored and I just wanted to practice drawing the full human body. I think I did okay with it. The legs are probably not super long though, and obviously the hands are like the worst thing in the world to try and draw. Besides that, let's get into this entry that was on the 25th of August 2025. Today school starts. I woke up dizzy, tried to shake it off, went to class, not too many people, sat next to a girl I met last semester. She's nice, has a boyfriend. I don't mind it. Getting tired. Head to my apartment for lunch. Enjoy the hour of rest before work. At work, just moving files. Turns out 2 simulations are errors. I corrected them and resubmitted them. Work on a book I'm making in the background. I go home. Even more tired. Laying on the bed. Writing a new entry. I feel pointless. Bland. Unrecognizable. I've been getting to hear what I tell myself. Sometimes I'll say I'm stupid or bad or something. I'll say maybe a lot. I feel so unconfident. I keep telling myself that I need to be more certain in myself and then give the platform to ask others' opinions. I'm hypocritical. It would be nice to have a partner in crime that would affirm my own decisions and encourage me to speak my mind. I've been spending my own time advocating for other people that I forgot to advocate for myself. My head looks at the ground more. I'm uncomfortable looking at others. I feel that in the attempt to become a man, I have halted my growth. I don't feel like anything but a coward, always keeping low. Always out of sight. I am lonely. So, that one, yeah, it was pretty bad. And actually, the day after, I went to go hit squats, and oh my gosh, it was so bad. I went to go hit squats, right? And so, when you're doing squats on the squat rack, the main thing you want to do when you have the bar in your hands, you want to go down. Obviously, my form is like god awful because I don't have a weight on my back. But you want to go down for a really deep stretch, further down than I did. You want not necessarily ass to the grass, but maybe just a little bit more than 90 degrees. And so I did that, and I was really pushing myself. And then around the end of my second set, I started to get a little bit lightheaded because I was pushing myself. And I was like, I can go in for a third one. So I go in for a third one, right? And when I get done with that one, still lightheaded, but I was like, oh man, I really struggled on that last one. I got really deep, held it, felt great. I walk over to my buddy who's doing lap pull downs, and I still feel lightheaded. So I'm like, bro, I don't feel good. So I walk over to the medical bay that they have, and I threw up. Like, it was bad. Yeah, I was not doing too hot. I must have pushed myself really hard. But I think it was also just a little bit of like lack of sleep, maybe a little lack of food or something like that was causing me to not feel great. But I hadn't experienced anything like that in a while. And after that, I told my parents about it because, it's my health and whatnot, and they're always concerned about me. And my mom's like, you need to get your blood drawn. And I was like, okay, I'll try and do that by the end of this week. It's the end of the week and I haven't done it. Mainly because I've been busy. But getting back to the entry, it just feels like that almost every day. There's the part of me that's, existing to the outside world, that's, sitting there doing class, focusing, like doing what's right and everything, and then there's just a part of me that just wants to like scream a lot, like really loud, but I can't because I can't bother the people around me. You know, I need to be out in a field where no one's going to be concerned about me. But I just think that a lot of this does stem from this isolation. Because don't get me wrong, you know, college is back in swing. I'm talking to people that I know and whatnot. You know, I'm going to work. I'm talking to my advisor about everything, and you know, we're having a good time, cracking jokes. I talk to my coworkers. Like I'm social to the people that are, you know, around me that I know. But it's like once I leave the classroom, once I leave work, there's like nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just feel so by myself. And granted, yes, I am with my sister now, like living in the same apartment. But even then, you know, like, it's like I don't have like anything. I feel like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, even with one of my own siblings, which I love and they love me, like, I just, there's still something that just feels missing. And I don't know what it is. It could be, you know, that confidence, but like, part of me questions, is it confidence? Because I can be pretty confident in my own abilities, but at the same time, I look at work today, or I guess it's technically one of my classes that I'm taking, and I'm writing, you know, I'm going through the problem, trying to create something, and I hit a roadblock, and I'm like, you know, I try out a bunch of different things, can't get it to work, try and ask my professor, you know, he gives me, you know, some guidance. But maybe, you know, obviously for school, a lot of it's just like you're learning. Like you can't be too confident in yourself when you're learning, because you have to show humility. You obviously don't know everything, because otherwise, you know, why are you in that class trying to learn something in the first place? But I believe it's just when it comes to like other things outside of life. Like I mentioned last time in one of my videos about a lamp. I wanted to buy a lamp because I thought it would be a nice lamp to have. But after, you know, talking to my parents, it's like it didn't seem to me that they wanted me to get the lamp, or they didn't expect me to get the lamp, and it just felt like it was a negative reaction, I suppose. And I guess I just didn't know how to take it, you know? I took it the wrong way. And I need to figure out how I can get myself to not rely so heavily on the opinions of others when it comes to things that I want to do in life. Obviously, I don't think I would need any moral or ethical support, because I do have, I would say, a pretty strong compass. I don't know. There's just something that's missing. I don't know what it is. Like, I even feel lost right now in my own speech, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. Because the only thing I can do right now is just, like, exist, and that's, it's just bland right now. It's boring. And I get it, life's that way sometimes and whatnot, but I just feel like it's always been this way for a long time. Like, I'll just be by myself, and I just don't know what to do. I'm gonna end it here. I've ran out of things to say, I guess, but we'll meet next time, because I do have, oh, never mind. That was the last entry, which means we'll move on to the dream logs. I have 3 dreams that I had that were very vivid, that I can remember quite well. One of them was last night, which was very interesting and unexpected, so stay tuned to that one. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.